You're amongst all these beautiful African-American women, your peers. How does it feel? How would you describe the energy?
It's always an incredible event to be at. I was here last year, had the privilege of presenting an award to the wonderful Miss Oprah Winfrey, and the fact that I get to present it to my sister Ava DuVernay today is just, it's an embarrassment of riches.
You mentioned Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Not everybody can say that they've been slapped by Oprah Winfrey. How did that feel to just play opposite of her in the Butler? And I know you have done much more, but that seems like the scene that everybody seems to remember. What was that like for you just in that moment?
You know what? It was just an honor to be around her, period. She gave a famous slap in The Color Purple, so I'm glad to be in the lineage of slapped people by Oprah. But, the thing about her is just her humility and her humanity. For someone who has that level of fame, that level of world acclaim, to be as wonderful to be around as she is, I just think is a miracle. And she's a huge example to me.
Absolutely. We've seen you in theater. I believe you did some radio in the UK.
Yeah.
What is it about this entertainment in itself that draws you to it, and why do you feel like you've been able to be so successful at it?
I truly believe that stories have the power to change lives. I also believe in the modern culture, films are one of the most potent ways to inform culture, to inform morality, to inform who we are as people. And I take that very seriously. It's a responsibility that I love, and I hope anyway that affects my choices, and I want to change the world, and I think film is a pretty good way to do that.
You mentioned Miss Ava DuVernay, who's an extraordinary director.
Yeah.
What do you feel like it is about her formula that's kind of given her this platform to tell her story and the stories of individuals like yourself and just all African Americans in general?
I think the amazing thing about her is that even though she is very, very connected to who she is as a black woman, she is as connected to humanity, who we are as people. And I think that she fastidiously does that in her filmmaking. We are not just walking balls of race, we are people. And so often I think the films that we put out can sometimes get entrenched in what we are as a color rather than who we are as a people. And I think that is the thing that she does almost better than anyone else.
We've seen you just come from radio over here to the United States, and you're just doing a phenomenal job. So I want to ask, 10 years from now, where do you kind of see yourself going, and is there any particular role that you may want to play or a story that you may want to tell?
Well, in all honesty, for me, the best case scenario 10 years from now is a world in which we are no longer asking anyone permission to tell our stories, where we run our own studios, where we finance our own films, because the fact of the matter is no one's going to do it for us. And I think that this year we've been in is an example of that fact. So I want to be part of that. I want to be in that. I want to do that. And that for me is a place that will make me very happy 10 years from now.
You're definitely paving the way so far. Last question. Discipline is very important for an actor.
Yeah.
How has that played a part in your life and your success as an actor?
Discipline and hard work. We have to work twice as hard to get half as far. So that, by my calculation, means we have to work 4 times as hard. So, once you engage with that and you're prepared to do that, I think you'll be just fine. And I think, the cream will rise to the top. And that's the only way we're going to do it. The difference between good and great is hard work.